is selected, it is a winning matchup into the Mundo. The mid lane is going to be a farm lane.
Hashtag no bias, but definitely I feel like they have a good read on the meta and what is strong.
We saw it from Hanwha Life Esports. It was Sangyun running the Kai'Sa in the mid lane.
But look at this, Blank now.
Level 5.
Looking for an opportunity in the bot lane. He is
Walking
totally
up.
unseen. Look at Lehen so far down the lane. They're going for Toby though. Are going to get the stun. The easiest first blood ever is going to be picked up. Nice gank in the bot lane here.
It's not an unbelievable idea, but it's an interesting one. Sword. Oh, it's very early.
Oh, Sword might be in trouble here. He knows he's got a Skarner on his back. He flashes away and a stopwatch actually to try to get away from the ultimate, but it comes in eventually here. Actually not used yet. And here comes the Hens and Tarzan running over the wall. They're looking to turn this around. Tall not able to dunk onto Lehens, and he will stay alive for now. He is burning down though.
Where's
Here
Kai'Sa?
comes Wolf coming on in. Where's the Kai'Sa? That's the real question. Down he will go. Here's the Kai'Sa trying to get in, but already the rest of his team is going down. The exhaust coming in onto Viper too. Still looking to turn this around, but the tornado hits into the binding, but that QSS just barely is gonna save his life, and he does get away.
It's stacked up and never got the big damage. That's some big damage.
Okay, that's gonna be the Infernal going down. SKT thinking about taking a fight here. Decide in the end that they do not want to. May use this opportunity to go for the mid lane turret. Here comes Blank. They're going to try to pull in the Mundo and burst him down, but the Wild Growth is already there. He's still alive in the background, and look at Viper, still just so protected in the back. We are going to have our first man go down, though. Viper trying to go 1v4. Doesn't look like it'll work down, though. He is burning from the Darius. Looking to get away, and he will go down to the Darius in the end. The rest of SKT is pushing on in. They are going to knock up the Mundo, but he stays alive somehow. Just Mundo things. But in the end, another good fight for SKT. Here we go.
Ultimate, the damage to Baron. We mentioned the Baron speed already. It is warded. SKT are here. They can't allow this one to be taken. It's down to 6,000 already. What's Blank going to do?
Faker doing the red
SKT
buff
are being
right now.
really slow on this.
Yeah, really slow. It's going to go down, and there it is. The smite just given away entirely to Griffin, and that's going to be the end of Blank 2, and bang! Running on in. A nice engage, though. The Hemo Plague. Darius trying to do the
Viper's
damage,
down.
but it's not enough here. Trying to get onto Mundo now. Looking to go 1v3, but Faker with the red buff and the Darius will be able to take him out in the end. Looks like it will be a 2-for-2.
Lost and SKT, and too long around Baron. They may be doing it again.
Oh, the slow there onto Blank was fantastic, but Sword is going to get engaged. A big upper hand, and look at this. Viper in the background. He does get the knockup.
He's down.
Down goes Faker. Faker going to get the kill, rather, onto Viper, and that's going to do it for that team fight. A double kill for Faker's Yasuo, and they're finding a way to engage and kill this Griffin comp.
Maybe we're seeing why SKT didn't play their players earlier this week with 7 days to actually scrim and come together. Their communication is cleaner.
Led there by Faker and even Tall. Looking pretty good, but the TP is coming in. They're trying to attack from behind. The
Now or never.
is going to miss. They get the knock up here onto Blank. The Viper, they can't quite commit just yet. Just poking a little bit. Does get the slow, and there's the flash taunt, but the upper hand and the knock up there might be enough. Does look like Viper does get away, and Sword is going to continue living here for just a moment in time. And there it is, finally.
That's
the
one.
Kai'Sa is showing up. They do get the Yasuo. That's the big one. And the rest of SKT, they're just on the run. Looking for the engage once again. Can they actually get away from this? It's going to be 3 members easily going down. The base, though, in tatters. They do have to go back home. We get the engage is the question. Griffin looking like they want to pull off the apprehend onto the Braum, but a knockup is not going to come in, blocked by the wind wall. The taunt's not going to hit there onto Lehens, but bang! He gets stunned up! A big mistake. That's going to be the end of the Vladimir. The Hemo Plague is not going to get value. The rest of Griffin, though, a little bit low, but Viper on full health. They're going to have to give away that Baron 5v4. Now it's going to be up to Griffin to disengage and get back home and defend because all the lanes are pushing.
Such a tense game. Sword is trying to actually just distract them while other people get recalls and try and get out.
Nope.
He aggroes the Krugs. Sunfire Cape aggroes the Krugs, and he will surely slowly die here. Awkward that your itemization doesn't allow that to happen.
Looks like his ultimate was already used in the last one. Just delaying this.
This is smart from
wow.
SKT.
Okay.
This is almost Overwatch strategies, but delaying the respawn timer means when it comes to fighting for things, he will not be alive. They want the Mundo to die as slow as possible so that the disconnect with the long death timer.
Looking likely at this point.
All right, speaking of down, we do see that Black Shield be on cooldown for a little bit, used on Faker.
Okay, they get the stun here onto Baker, and he nearly goes down. Super low, and down will go Tall.
Viper's free hitting.
Viper in the back line is looking to do it. Now Tall is going to go down, and it doesn't look like they can do it. Baker's going to get taunted up on the right side, too, and that's going to be the end of that team fight as Griffin able to clean up, but their base still in tatter.
It's a deep breath every time. A bit of a clench when you see the Void Seeker coming out from Viper. He hasn't used Flash in the last 3 or 4 fights either. Valdez is holding on to that. The poke from this AP Kai'Sa's big. He's going in!
Oh boy! The Wolf is going to go down, or nearly here. He is going to Zhonya's, but look at him on the left side. Can he do that free damage? The Wild Growth comes on and bang, getting super low. The flash on in. Faker trying to do the damage, but they will get entirely cleaned up. Tall on the chase for Toby, but that's not your target. You still got Viper alive with everything available, and it looks like finally the tails the sides have turned here for Griffin. They're able to win the fight.
Entirety of the enemy team and more, of course, by many multitudes.
Oh,
on
looking
his
for it
side.
again. Here comes Viper. Windwall is going to be
big.
It's going to be down here, and now here's Mundo. They get the slow on a Faker. He is going to be able to get away with that flash shield, but Wolf here with his Zhonya's. Okay, they have the knock-up here, though, and that's the taunt. Down goes Wolf. Blank on the run here, and the cleaver's coming in, the apprehend, and he does get a big knock-up, but it's not enough. Viper's still in the back line doing that damage. Tall getting low here is going to be able to knock him down, but it's not enough. Viper's still free hitting, and that should be it. The rest of SKT looking to go down here. Bang will not survive, and that will be your ace as Griffin clean up. Kai'Sa will reign supreme here, as Griffin will be able to secure game number 1 up against SKT.
It'll be a relieving win for them, but for SKT fans, they won't really know how to feel. So many of the things they asked from their team.
I know everybody loves these numbers. Kai'Sa, 51,000 damage. Pretty insane.
And the gold chart is one we've seen in the ULCS. You can always come back if Kai'Sa has the percentage of the gold.
Here, not a big surprise on the Kai'Sa. And now let's take a look at some numbers here. 1,300 damage per minute and 52% of the damage of his team.
Whenever you get above 50%, people definitely rear their heads and say that's a high number. Famously deft around 50%. It was 48% at Worlds in 2014.